Commissioner Wicks. Chair Williams.
Present.
Commissioner Wright.
Present.
We have a quorum, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Gresham. Commissioners, the minutes of January 15th were distributed to you earlier. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? There being none, the minutes are approved as distributed. Let me take the opportunity, of course, as always, to thank our director for the outstanding job that she and her staff are doing. I did go by 1605
It's about London.
London, and they are working, considering the weather, they're much further than I thought they'd be. But they're doing a great job, and the youth are out there, and everything's going well. Ms. Bryant, any good words of wisdom?
I hope
Your
so.
words are always wisdom.
Well, thank you. It's pleasure to be here, you guys. Let's see, an update to share with you all is that if you have followed our previous council meeting, we discussed an unsolicited bid to move City Hall and build a parking garage on an empty surface lot that is on County Street behind the Main Street branch of the library. So the state has a very strict process for accepting unsolicited bids. So at this point, the bid was accepted, or the bid was received at the end of last year. Triggered a process wherein over the next 45 days, we were open to accept other bids from other developers. We did not receive any other bids. So that process closed, and then our city manager brought the bid to council for an initial discussion. I guess it was last week, week before at our work session. So it's just out there for consideration, and there will be a public input session at our work session on March 10th, where we will listen to public thoughts and ideas and concerns about the relocation of City Hall. So anyone is welcome to attend and give us feedback. Nothing is final, nothing is decided. This is just beginning conversation about a bid that was handed to us. And it's my understanding that this is a signal of confidence in the city and in the city leadership, because it was not sought, it was brought to us as a suggestion. So if you have any other questions, happy to talk about it after.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Winston.
Good evening.
Evening.
I have a few remarks. Again, the groundbreaking for the youth build program was on January the 20th. I have a picture that I would like to share. We can open up.
Just take it.
I'm done. I'm doing. So, I want to thank the council, the commissioners who came out to the event, as well as Councilwoman Bryan. It was a good event, and it was an opportunity to meet the youth that were there for the groundbreaking. Put it up? Okay, well, we'll put it up for you all to see in a second. 5315 High Street. Oh, there we go. You see us? But we're out there. We broke a little ground. 5315 High Street, demolition has been completed. The grading and plantings are also completed, and we're awaiting the final closeout of approval from the environmental company for that project, and then we'll wrap that up. Twin Pines, you all are probably still wondering what's going on with Twin Pines, our property in Churchland. Excuse me, I'm a little under the weather, so. You're probably wondering what's going on with that. We did have a meeting with Virginia Housing yesterday, which I think went very well with Monique Johnson, along with the Bocado board and some other members, just to discuss the challenges or implications of us not moving forward with this project. We're just one of many who are in this pause with Virginia Housing, and we're scheduled to go to the Bocado Virginia Housing Board next week. And hopefully that'll yield some positive results from us, and then we can get forward with Twin Pines. Okay, we did receive confirmation today that HUD has approved our 2021 audit. Yay! 4 more to go. So, work is now underway on the 2022 audit and, the auditors were here last week reviewing our files and documentation. So our goal is to complete 2022 and 2023 and prayerfully maybe 2024, which will put us back on track next year for 2025 and 26. So we're working towards that so we can be fully back in compliance and on track. Swanson Homes, the work towards demolition is underway. The asbestos remediation is currently in progress and is expected to continue over the next couple of months. And so following that, then you actually start seeing buildings come down. Probably sometime in April, you'll start seeing the buildings come down from that project. Also, the Bacado Annual Conference, you'll see in your folders. That is April the 19th through the 21st. That's at Virginia Beach, so I hope you all can make it. Please let Ms. Christian know by March 2nd, if you're able to. So we can go ahead and get you all registered for that. Also, I generally don't comment on social media posts and things of that nature, but since it was brought to me, I just wanted to share with you all that HUD was not here doing an investigation or audit review on us. That letter that was referenced in that social media post was from 2016, and that involved the previous board at that time and some of the concerns that HUD had. So they were not here. I have no information that they're coming here, so I think we're good to go. And please note that if they come, you all will be fully aware. If HUD comes.
Social media?
Yes. But it stems back from that 2016 issue with the board. And so it was an old letter that was posted, but it kind of implied that it was recent, but it was.
It was circulated.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted, in just in case you all heard.
I didn't know anything about
Okay.
social media. No idea it was there. That's crazy.
So, I'll let you know if they come.
Any questions from Ms. Winston? Thank you.
You will.
I don't see there any action items, so,
So we have an update, financials.
okay, I know we have an update,
Yes.
okay,
So you'll see it under fourth quarter financials.
okay,
And it's Stephanie Riddick will be providing that update.
okay. No, Ms. Ritt.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Again, my name is Stephanie Riddick. I think you once before, well, that was last year now. Okay, so I am back to give you an update for the Q4 financials for the agency. Did you all get a chance to review some of the items? So I'm gonna just run through it very quickly or fairly quickly. And then you can ask any questions that you would like towards the end. And just okay, start going. Okay, so, I know you've seen for most of the properties, it was a deficit for most of them. Those, not most of them, for the non-federal properties, that'll be your Dells, Lexington, the Hamilton ones, to Phoebus, and King Square. Those entries, the balances, or the credit balances includes the end of the year entries that we complete. That also includes the, amortization and depreciation. So majority of the deficit is from that. And those are just basically, non-physical or it's for our physical, and non-physical assets that we own that depreciates over time, and we have to have somewhere to put it to show where the balance, where the loss is for the useful life. But it doesn't reflect monetarily, if that makes sense. Let's see. The LIPH properties, which will be, sorry, trying to skip through. LIPH properties, which will be like the Westbury Pine, Holly Cottages, Seaboard One, Seaboard Two. Those have a zero balance, if I can tell you. We have a lot. Okay. Okay, so these will show like a zero balance. We actually received money from, federal money from, HUD that actually assists with the, differences between what we receive from tenant rent, and what market rent would be. So it kind of weighs itself out to make sure that we're able to provide the low income housing, to our tenants. So that actually, the money that we receive actually, outweighs our expenses and it breaks even, so it becomes null. So that's why you don't see a surplus or deficit for those type of properties. And then we do have the budgets to actuals, listed. You'll see a current ratio. Those are more, typical ranges between 1 and 2. Most of our, properties will qualify for that. And those are just dealing with our assets and liabilities. So what you would see on the balance sheets, just saying, our long-term assets and the short-term, liabilities will be able to liquidate if need be. And then you also have the profit margins. Those are that figure is based on our revenue and expenses, basically how much income we're receiving or that we're bringing in versus our expenses that are being taken out. And then I'm gonna skip the CLCC. That's okay. So our CLCC, that's management. Our CLCC has a deficit at the moment. Please don't be scared. The audits are, as, Ms. Winston stated, the audits are still being worked, so these are not finalized numbers. These are definitely unaudited. And figures still have to be placed in there, as well as, we just recently got approved at the end of January for, our capital funds management fee. And that actually covers that. Due to the government being shut down off and on for the last couple of months, the process it took for us to receive the funds and get it approved, was slowed down. But it does reflect in 2026, but we could not reflect it in 2025. So that's where this is coming, but it's no longer there if I pull the 2026 one. So, do we have any questions?
Good question, good man.
So basically, the budgets that were discussed was the Seaboard, the public housing side of it, and then our Section 8, project-based side of the unit. And then we have our central office cost center, which is here, which pretty much pays the salary of the admin folks that are here, at this building as well. And so there were delays in getting, some of our funding. And so that, I don't anticipate any deficit, after that is completed, so. If you have any questions, I know this was a lot of information that went out to you all yesterday. And thank you for the beautiful pictures, graphs. You know, she likes to create and design, beautiful words. So if you have any questions, then bring it to the next meeting if you have something that you want to discuss. Okay. Everybody should have a copy in there. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, any additional items we can?
No.
That being done at this time, the floor is open for public comment. Members of the public who wish to speak will be allowed 5 minutes per speaker. Please state your name for the record before beginning your remarks. Comments should be directed to the board as a whole and limited to matters within the jurisdiction of this board. As a reminder, public comment is an opportunity for the board to listen. Board members will not respond to comments, ask questions, or engage in dialogue during this portion of the meeting. Issues raised will be referred to staff or placed on future agenda as appropriate. Please maintain a respectful tone. Personal attacks, profane language, or comments that disrupt the orderly conduct of the meeting are not permitted. Speakers are asked to adhere to the time limit so that everyone has an opportunity to be heard. When your time is expired, I will ask you to conclude your remarks. If you have additional information you would like to submit, written comments may be provided to the clerk for inclusion to the record. With that, the floor is open for public comment. Do we have any speakers for the evening? Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
I missed the beginning because I was out there. I was gonna come in, but then I wasn't, had a change of heart. So I missed some things that y'all was saying. But I am a resident of,
Please state your name, please.
Taquisha Artist, I'm sorry. I am a resident of Seaboard Square Apartments currently. My issue I'm raising, I don't know, want to say issue, I'm gonna say concern. I've been in the PRHA for about 12, 13 years. I lived in Westford, Hope Village, and now I reside in Seaboard Square. My big complaint is that I have had jams where it came to, the inconsistency in the rent office management. So it falls back on the client a lot. So therefore, right now, I'm in a motion where, I've been living, I was moved on an emergency move, because my kids was affected by, mold for 2 years. I don't think I've ever been able to speak on it, past this office. I was affected by mold, lost my job, everything in my house. Moved to another apartment where they said it wasn't gonna be no mold. 8, 9 months in, it started growing on my kids' skin and their hair and all over their body. So that was a emergency move after about 9 months. I got a Seaboard about October 2024. I didn't get a deposit to move in. I didn't get the right paperwork. Now, a year later, they finally, after going through about 3 or 4 maintenance, rental office management, November, I want to say the end of November, they brought me a package and I owe $1,700 on back pay rent. I have proof that, I have been in there about 3 times, stating that I don't know why I'm not paying zero, because I knew I had before paid $120-something rent. And now, it's falling back on me that I need to be paid by March 6th. I have talked with Miss Jenkins. I've talked with my property manager. I just got the March notice in February, so it's more so like, or January, I'm gonna say the end of January. So, I do got crunch time, which Ms. Jenkins just told me she'll talk to me about it. I just wanted to raise concerns that they have to, take accountability when it's their fault. Because, sometimes we don't know all the ways to go about getting to the right people. And then we is going into the rent office to say, okay, we haven't got any late notices, I didn't get any late notices, any move out papers, I didn't get any, nothing until I went again in about August, and the lady sent me a renewal saying, a 90-day out notice. So I renew like September, because I renew in October. Still don't have a lease right now. I live there without a lease. But they are saying I owe $19.89 as of today, because I hadn't got down to the bottom of it. They was just saying that I needed to pay what I had owed, and it wasn't on me. I have proof that I have been in there several times saying like, okay, zero. I know I get SSA for one of my sons and child support for the other one. Raise my concern because I just need them to look out more for the residents. I'm thankful. I can't say for nobody else. I'm thankful for it, but I have been through tragedy. And this is about to be the 4th year that PRHA will put me in debt, not help me. Like every year that I moved, I lost everything. I couldn't take it. It was molded. It was, they gave me $6,000 1 year. I lost everything. And told me sign it. Yeah. I did have a balance when they moved me. It was about, I was paying 911 rent. I done paid all different rents. Paid my bills. I've been here for so long. I know that I gotta be a good tenant, at least somewhere. And I feel like, I do deserve a little bit better. Like every time it's something with me about to get my voucher or something, it's money. Y'all promised me my voucher when my kids had mold. Y'all promised me my voucher every time. My kids have mold in their hair. They couldn't even get their hair done, their skin. I had nobody to call, but Miss Jenkins. And I think I thought to Miss Winston. Nobody else could help me. And they just like, move on, move on. And every year, still don't got couches, still don't got regular beds. Still, one of my sons still don't have a mattress. We lost everything 2 times. 2 times. And just for me to hear again, I owe 1,700 after I went to them 3-4 times. In a year, I don't owe. We done been, I'm talking, I done been through a lot. I done been through a lot.
Wait a minute. We're not into a discussion.
Mhm.
Go ahead, ma'am, I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, no, I forgot. It's so much that I forgot. You can go now.
Is there can you arrange to have someone?
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
You got that. Before this meeting, so you wait, okay? This Wednesday we'll have somebody to.
Yes.
You okay?
I'm thankful to BRHN. One day I pray that God blesses me to pass it on to the next person. But unfortunately, I do feel like I need fair. So much. I'm talking about, I lost everything.
Yes, ma'am, we understand.
Oh, God.
You just hold on till the end of this meeting, okay? And we need to sit back.
Okay. I didn't know if that lady had a question. Thank you.
So I'm not allowed to?
No.
Okay.
Are there any additional speakers?
I've seen that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Are there any additional speakers? There appear to be none. At this time, we will have commissioner comments. Commissioner France. None. Mr. Whalen. Commissioner Wicks.
I have none.
Commissioner Wright.
Happy belated birthday.
Well, thank you.
I wanted it on the record.
You got me. Commissioner Cox. I don't know, I won't go tell because I might be over the hill.
Still here.
Hey, still kicking.
That's right.
Still kicking. I have no additional comments. Let me just take the opportunity to thank all of you for the work that you do every day. Realize it's sometimes tough. Sometimes tough, but I think you do a great job and we're very thankful for it. That being said, the meeting is adjourned.